Everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this 3-colour pinwheel bow. So obviously this one is with a print in the middle. Obviously you could do it the opposite way and have the prints either side and a solid colour in the middle. You completely play around with this. I thought I'd show you. This one you can't really see on camera, but it is actually 3 different shades of blue, as is this one. And I am basically doing a little pinwheel bow tutorials based around the templates. So you've got these versions which I'm showing you today, but we've also got the colour pop tail versions, like so. You can have fun with these, and there's a video for this one as well. I'll link that in the description box. So there's those ones. Just pop them out of the way. And we've also got the split pinwheels. So 2 colours, pattern and a print. The 1.5 inch versions. So like I said, you can completely play around with these. They don't have to be just one solid colour, and you can even mix it up with your tails. Like I said, you can do straight edged, you can do curved, you can do spikes, whatever is your personal sort of options that you enjoy the most. Now I'll show you this because this is something I always do. To work out where I need my sizes to sort of fall, what I do is I take my ribbon on the roll, take the template that you choose. On 1.5 inch ribbon I tend to use 5 inches templates or a 4 inch template depending on the size of the bow that I want. And what I do is, this is halfway between my midpoint on my back of my templates. Put it to there because I like slightly longer tails, and clip, wrap round, again and again, and clip it to the edge point there. Now from here I know how much ribbon that I need because I would cut here and then I can work out from here. Now to work out your prints etc, where you want everything to sort of fall, what you would be looking to work out where your cut should be is, if I take this piece, show you. So wrap it from where your tails start here and clip. And this bit wants to go all the way round. We want it to go over the centre of our stitch guide, but not too much, because obviously we don't want that. We want that hidden when we wrap our middle. So like I said, we might trim that down a little bit so it's not quite so long, okay? But like I said, you want it over that mid-centre line, okay? So what I will do, I'll get another clip. Excuse me. So we'll clip that to there for now. And then what we've got is the coloured piece. So the coloured piece that you want to go round, again, we want it just over here, so it is still central with our stitch placement guide, but not too far over. Okay, and then this one goes round that centre piece, and again on this second line, still on our stitch guide, still just a little bit over. So again on this one you could go slightly shorter, but I like to leave them just a little bit longer so you can work out where you've got enough to stitch but not so much that you're cutting it short. So like I said, that would be that bit. And again we'll take a clip and we will clip this on there. And then the next piece, again, make sure it's over on your stitch, like so, round, and clip to the back. So that would be how you worked out how much ribbon you need. And this works on all your ribbon widths and all your template sizes. So like this is what I do. Take the one solid colour first, work out where your cut points would be, based on having enough so that both sides overlap over that guide crease, so you've got something to stitch through. okay, because that's the most important bit. Enough to stitch through, but not so much that you can't wrap and hide it in your centre. Okay, and like I said, this works on 1.5 inch ribbon, 2 inch ribbon, 3 inch ribbon, 1 inch ribbon, 7/8 ribbon. You just use slightly smaller or bigger templates depending on the size of the bow you want, but that's how you work it out. So let's take our blue ones out of the way. Pop the yellow in the corner for now. So now we've worked out how big we need the pieces. The middle one tends to be the longest. Okay, so this is actually, I believe, yeah, 11 inches, and I think these ones are 9.5. Okay, so once you know your measurements based on how long you actually like your tails, you can start using them and working them out and keeping notes on them yourself if you want to. Or, like I said, you can do the wrap every time, work it out from there. It's entirely up to you. Now, once you've got everything, got my trusty lighter. We want to heat seal our ends where we're going to glue in the blue bit of the lighter, the clear bit here, on our centerpieces. Okay, so they're all heat sealed, and I always use this B7000 glue, fabric glue, but if you wanted to, you can use double-sided tape, thinner stuff, you can use hemming tape, you can use your glue gun if you are able to stitch through it easily, as long as you've got something to join the pieces and it's not going to be bulky or like and leave any glue lines or anything like that, and you can stitch through it. And the other thing I do is I tend to do about just under 1 centimetre on my overlaps on these, and like I said, don't go mad with the glue. You want enough to tack it together without going crazy, basically. So I try and do 0.5 centimetre to 1 centimetre, never any more than that. I'm just going to temporarily clip that just to hold it for a second, and again move it along. Add your touch of glue. There you go, not masses. Same with your hemming tape, things like that. Don't go overboard, just do like a little centimetre strip. So we've got this all started. Just showing you. As you can see, that's 1 centimetre over. And we've got the same this side, 1 centimetre on our overlap. The other trick that I use to get everything as it should is that's roughly the centre. So place that over your template like so, round, round. What you can do is get them to fall over the guide like this, tighten, clip one side, okay, round, clip the other side, and again with our ruler straight up the centre of the guide. As you can see, you've got enough to stitch through this side, you've got enough to stitch through that side. As I'm teaching, I will do the line so you can see. And we have got enough to stitch over because the edge of this one finishes here and the edge of that one finishes here, and it is still enough to hide it with our 9mm when we wrap it later. Okay, so let's get our needle and thread. We're going to start from above, in, one, two, four. I'll show you once I'm done because I'm terrible at counting my stitches when I'm speaking aloud. And like I said, try and do these as evenly as you possibly can on each one. If your template is a bit short, I have a centre line underneath here, so you can sort of just do this stitch down and then back up without slipping it down your template, or alternatively you can move your clips and move it down a little bit until it lines up with you and do it that way. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so as you can see, in 1 2 3, in 1 2 3, in 1 2 3, which is 4 stitch dot drops on each 1.5 inch piece of ribbon. Okay, and on the back you will have 2 on each of these, so 2 stitches here on the stitch guideline and 1 in either side. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Okay, and this will give you 2 creases on each. There's 2 in the centre, and 2 on that last piece, and this will help balance your pinwheel as well and give it the rounded shape. So wrap that round nice and tight. There we go. And then stitch off in the back however you personally prefer. And I will fluff this up in a minute and you'll be able to see. Okay. So there's your nice pinwheel shape with your colour in the middle. This is what the front looks like. This is what the back looks like. As you can see, you've got that little bit of colour either side of that, but we haven't got that on the front, which is good because we can hide this at the back. We don't want any of this peeking up over this side or this side. This is where it'd come through, here and here, so if you've done too much. So like I said, that's why we keep it under 1 centimetre, so that can be hidden there. Give me 1 second. Got some matching blue 9mm. Heat seal that. And I've got a bobble for the back of this. Dot of glue just there. I always put the seamless bit of my bobble into the back there. And then I use the extra glue here. I'm going to wrap round twice and then we'll cut our tails down. 1, 2, nice and tight, make it squared off. Don't forget to heat seal this in that blue bit of the flame. go, with this one there is a pitch tutorial along with all the others in my Facebook support group, so feel free to pop and join me over there. You can have a look at the pitch tutorial, follow along, as long as the other versions of the pinwheel that I've shown you today. And if you need any more help or advice, you can always ask me. I'm always available answering questions and things like that. So this is 4 centimeters that side and 4 centimeters that side, but that's a bit long, so I might put that down. I don't tend to go longer than 3 on mine. If you want shorter, like I said, cut them down to 2, just do the same amount on both sides. And I've done curves on the other one, so we'll do curves on this one to match. 1, 2, and let's heat seal. There we go. So there is a cute, like I said, you can do the colour pop in the middle, or you can do 3 colours with this. Like I said, you can completely play around, do what you want to do with it, make it your own, and like I said, have a full play. Like I said, you don't have to have basic pinwheels, you can mix it up entirely and have lots and lots of fun with them, especially if you're using the templates, because it keeps your loops even, it stops them from sort of going out of alignment. I cannot for the life of me do a freehand pinwheel. This is the only way I can manage them, and with using these I get them perfect every time. If you haven't got wooden versions like myself, not to worry, you can make your own using cardboard. You would just measure out the width that you want, so a 4-inch template, measure it out, draw it so it looks like this. This is your centerpiece. I do my if I was making them myself, I do longer, so I do 10 inches long. You want this right in the center, and I do 1 centimeter wide, and I also tape or sellotape the edges so you can slip your ribbon down once it's all done. And you just cut that out, and like I said, you can do them for all the sizes or just the sizes that you personally prefer. And like I said, you can completely play around. So thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye!